Have you tried a lot of keto pie crust and they leave you a little underwhelmed? Like they don't have a good consistency? Maybe they crumble, maybe they fall apart, maybe they burn, or maybe they're just not tasty at all. If you want the best keto pie crust, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make it, and I'll tell you how to make a sweet version for pies and a savory version for quiches, and so many other things you can make with this really versatile crust recipe. I'll show you what you need to put it together right after this. Now this ultimate keto pie crust is not just for pies. You can make all kinds of savory dishes with it as well. And if you follow these directions, it'll come out perfect every time. Now make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to show you a trick that I use to keep your crust from burning without having to use a bunch of strips of aluminum foil or any kind of other crazy methods. You can ditch this. Let me show you all the ingredients you need to put this together, and let's get to cooking. And what you want to do is just preheat that oven to 350 degrees. Here's what you're going to need to make this ultimate keto crust. You're going to need some almond flour. You're going to need some of this Splenda Magic Baker blend, which is a combination of allulose, erythritol, and stevia. It's absolutely the best blend for baking anything. And if you're making the savory version, you're just going to leave that out. You're going to need some Redmond's Real Salt or pink Himalayan salt. You're going to need some good butter. You're going to need an egg, and you need some vanilla extract. So let me measure everything out. I'll show you how to put this together. So I've combined together my sweetener and salt here. I've got the 2.5 cups of almond flour already in the bowl. So I'm just going to put this all together and mix it up really thoroughly like that. I'm going to take my egg. Look at the yolk on that. Can you see that? Can you see that yolk? So when you know you got some good local eggs, free range from a great producer. I'm just going to beat my egg like this so it's easier to combine in with the rest. So I just kind of like to go through this with my flat whisk, just kind of get some of the bigger lumps out. It's going to be fine once you start mixing it up. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my melted butter. Just start stirring that through like that. I'm going to add in my egg. And I'm going to add in my vanilla. And then I'm just going to mix this up for a little bit. That's going to be kind of dry and crumbly. When you go to put it in the pan, you'll see it's going to come together really nicely. So kind of the technique I like to use is just kind of press it down like that. Scrape it off the sides and kind of just like fold it into itself like that, I guess. Just make sure that you don't have any powder still. It should be pretty uniform when you're done with this part. And you see that right there? You don't want that powder, so fold that over again, kind of press it down, and keep combining it until that's all a uniform mix. So I've taken this aluminum pan. This is a disposable pan because I'm going to be making a pie with this to freeze for later. So I'm just going to take this, dump it right out into the pie plate. And you can use whatever you want for this, but I just kind of like to do it with my fingers and just kind of press it in. Just be careful with these aluminum because they're not quite as sturdy as your glass one. But if you're wanting to freeze this for use later, just get the heavy duty ones and just be a little more careful. I like to push it up on the sides to begin with. Just let it hang out right there. Move some of that over because that's too much. Just press it up really good on the sides like that. Make sure you spray that pan really well so that this will come out easy when you go to cut it. This is a 9-inch pie pan, by the way. And hey, if you want to get fancy, get fancy. Take a fork, go around the outsides like that, make a little decoration. If you're liking this keto crust recipe, you're gonna love a lot of these other videos that I'm doing. So make sure if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button right there, and right beside it's a bell. And anytime I do a video like this, you'll know about it. And when you're done decorating, if you want to decorate it, you don't have to. It's up to you. But after you're done with that, this is ready to go in the oven so we can do the first bake on it. Just poke a few holes in there, not too deep, just to keep it from bubbling up. And this is going to go in the oven for anywhere between 6 to 12 minutes. It just depends. It's 350 degrees. But depending on what kind of almond flour you're using, what your other ingredients are, just keep an eye on it. And I'll show you what you're looking for when it comes out of the oven. You want those edges to be just a little bit golden brown. Just starting to brown, but you're going to bake this again when you put your filling in it. So the initial bake is just to get it a little bit browned. So this is what you're looking for. This is when you know that it's done. See how the edges are just kind of brown like that? That's exactly what you want. So now that this is out of the oven, we'll just let it cool while we're making the filling or whatever you're going to put in it. And if you want some ideas of what to put in it, I'm going to leave a link to a video right up top here for one of my best pie recipes. And this is what I use to keep that crust from burning. It was my grandmother's secret that she used, and I'm going to show you the best way to make that. I'll put a link to that video right up above and also in the description. Well, let me know in the comments what you're going to make with this pie crust, and maybe you'll give me an idea for a new video. We'll see. If you want some of my keto dessert recipes, I'll put a playlist right over here where you'll find a lot of other great ideas. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate you sharing all my content, liking these videos, and all my subscribers. Y'all are the ones that make this happen. You're the ones I'm putting these videos out for, so I hope you really enjoy them. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.